Good morning, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of What Sold Last Week. It's Monday morning, and this is going to be a special version of What Sold Last Week because last week I was actually on vacation. I live in Central Florida, and my wife and I have two young daughters, 1 year old and 3.5, and they have never seen snow. And I have seen snow in a little while, so I wanted to go see some snow, and I wanted them to. So we booked a vacation to Boone, North Carolina, and had a great time. If you've never seen the pure joy on a 3.5-year-old's face after seeing snow for the first time, having her first snowball fight, it's really amazing. It was a great trip. And what made the trip even better is that being self-employed, a lot of times if you're self-employed, if you don't work, you don't get paid. But as a reseller, I still got paid, and that was beautiful. If you subscribe, like, comment, and keep an eye on my channel, I'm going to be posting a video on the pros and cons of being a reseller. I'm not going to get into all of those right now, but spoiler alert, going on vacation and getting paid is one of those pros. So as you can see in the title, $4,000 sales in sales last week, and I wasn't even home. I was out having a good time. So let's talk a little bit about what I sold. And first of all, let's get into how I handle my stores and stuff while I'm on vacation, because you can't just go off and leave everything the way it is and expect to have your customer service right. So for Amazon, most of my sales are FBA. I don't have to do anything. I send my stuff into Amazon warehouse, and when it sells, they fulfill it. I'm not in the picture. I do have some FBM orders, which are fulfilled by merchant. I list them on Amazon, but I ship them out here. I store them here. So for those, Amazon's pretty unforgiving. You pretty much just have to deactivate all of your listings, which is pretty easy. You just go into your settings, your vacation settings, and you turn off. You turn off every single FBM listing, and all that does is just make it inactive. And then when you come back, you just turn it right back on. So as far as FBM, I only had one sale, and that was after I came back from vacation. I'm including it in this week because I'm considering it 7 days, and I actually sold it last night on Sunday. So Saturday night or Sunday morning, I came in and I turned my vacation settings to off, and all my FBM orders went back active. So the one item that I did sell was a pretty good one. It was a Husqvarna hedge trimmer battery, a 40-volt lithium-ion battery. I just sold the battery. I sold the battery on Amazon for $150 plus $10 for shipping. After fees and shipping, I'll clear about $120 on that. And that came from Lowe's, actually. I bought a Husqvarna hedge trimmer on clearance for $50 for the whole thing. Came with the battery, the charger, and the hedge trimmer. So I like to piece those out. I'll sell the battery by itself, I'll sell the charger by itself, and I'll sell the hedge trimmer by itself as a tool only. So I paid $50 for it. I've already sold the battery, and I'm going to clear $120 on it, so I'm $70 in profit on just the battery. I still have the hedge trimmer and the charger to sell, and those are going to be all profit, so that's great. What else? So eBay. How do I do my eBay? I used to just go into my vacation settings and turn my vacation settings on and put in a note that, thank you for shopping at my store. Please feel free to buy, but understand that I'm on vacation and I won't be able to ship anything until I return on Monday the 10th. So I did that, and that usually works. But the problem is that eBay doesn't really see that as far as your performance goes. So if you have a 2-day handling time on your items and somebody buys something on Monday and you're not coming back till Sunday, when you get back, you're going to see all your sales, or most of your sales, are going to be considered late shipment. So what I did was I went in and I changed my handling time on all of my listings. I just went in and edited all at one time, and then I changed my handling time from 2 days to 5 days. So whenever somebody sees the estimated delivery date, they're going to see that 5-day handling time calculated into their delivery date. So even if they don't see the little banner at the top of the screen that says this seller is away on vacation and won't return until the 10th, they'll still see that their estimated delivery date shows that you know, they won't be receiving it until after you get back. So that's what I did, and it worked out pretty well. I still did well, even on vacation, even having the away message on and my 5-day handling time. I did a total of $939 in sales on eBay last week. Let's get into what I sold and where I got it and how much I paid for it. So I'm not going to take it out of the box, but I'm going to put some little screenshots up on the video for you. This is a Keith Urban raw grain electric acoustic guitar. I've sold quite a few of these. I only have 2 left. This is one of 2 left. I paid $75 for the whole set, and this came with the electric guitar, acoustic electric guitar. It came with the amplifier that you plug into it, and a 30 songs in 30 days DVD set. So it was you could learn how to play 30 different songs. And those are actually really good quality guitars. I had read that that Keith Urban, they're through Home Shopping Network. Keith Urban joined up with them and made sure that the manufacturing process was up to his standards. And I've gotten a lot of good reviews. I've actually had 3 people from Australia buy these and pay for the international shipping. And as you can see, there's that's not cheap, because these are pretty large packages. So this one sold for $120 plus $60 for shipping. And again, I paid $75 for the whole thing. I took all the DVD sets out and I sold them on Amazon last year in the winter of 2018 actually. And I was clearing $120 a piece on just the DVD sets. So this is, I mean, it's all profit at this point. I had $45 profit in just selling the DVDs. And the amps, I've still got a bunch of those left. They're like 10 or 15 bucks, and then they cost you that or more for shipping, so I don't sell too many of those. But I took the amps out. I don't sell them together because it's hard to ship these with the amp and not have the neck broken, unless you do some major packaging. And I'd prefer not to do that, because most people don't care about the amps anyway, and if they do, they can buy it separately. So that was $120 plus 60 for shipping. And then along the same lines, this is a hard case, or a semi-hard case for the guitar. It actually came in there. These also came with gig bags with guitar cases. Most of them came with a black nylon case, but a couple of them that I had came with these. They're like a cognac colors, fake leather, semi-hard case. They're pretty nice. Story behind this one is I actually sold 2 of these on Amazon. I sent them in, sold them FBA, and the listing said Keith Urban cognac semi-hard guitar case. So I sold 2 of them. They both got returned, and the reason was the customer said they weren't a hard case. Well, duh, they're not hard cases. They're semi-hard cases, which is exactly what the listing stated. But if you're familiar with Amazon, doesn't matter. You take the item back, you take the loss. I think I ended up being out about $12 or $14 on these for the Amazon fees. You don't get those back when most of the time anyway. So I called them back and I looked at them. They were still brand new. They hadn't even used them. They just weren't happy with them. So I decided to list them on eBay. I sold this one for, let's see, the guitar case was $75 shipped. This will probably cost me about $15 to ship because of the size and where it's going. So I'm going to clear about 50 bucks on this. I sold it on Amazon for 80, which, is pretty par for the course. Amazon's always a little bit higher. But that was good because this was all profit again, because it came in the box with a guitar that was already paid for with the DVD set. Alright, so let's get into some hardware. If you watched my first video, I explained about an auction, a hardware store that I went to. and I bought a big bulk buy of 2 tractor trailer loads in the back lot of the hardware store. So you're going to be seeing hardware on my what sold videos for quite some time. We'll start off with this. This is a pack of 10 reproduction solid brass back plates, fancy black back plates. I sold the back plates for $16 shipped. These will cost me about $3, so I'm looking at $13 minus fees, so about $11.50. $11.50, and this was part of the bulk buy, so I had very little in it. Also, how do you sell the small items like this that are, this is a hinge, what is it, $2 or $3? I like to sell these in lots of 8. That makes it worth it for me, and it makes it worth it for somebody else. I sold 8 of these hinges for, let's see, $22.25 shipped. Again, 8 of these will cost me probably $3. So I'm clearing somewhere in the neighborhood of $16 to $18 on these. And the beautiful thing about these hinges were these were in the trailer that I purchased, and they were in big orange or tomato boxes, old cardboard orange or tomato boxes. There was probably 800 of them in a box. So I've got plenty of these, and they don't take up a whole lot of space, and they sell. Here's another one, another hinge, not quite the same, but similar. I ended up selling these. I also sell these in lots of 8 because it makes it worth it. I sold these for $16.99 for 8 of them, but the same person who bought this bought 3 sets of 8, so he bought 24 hinges. They went for $60 shipped. Now, one thing that you can do, and that I like to do, is I like to offer a discount if you buy more than one item, more than one lot. So if you buy 2 lots, you get a 5%, 10%. You can set whatever you want up as a discount. But this guy got a discount on 3, so he bought them. Another one. These are same thing. The same tomato box, orange box full of these things. These are roller catches for cabinets. These are National Lock Company. All of this was vintage hardware. Even the reproductions were vintage reproductions from the 80s. They weren't. None of this is brand new. So these I sell in a lot of 10, which chances are, no one's really going to need 10, but that's just a nice round number for me. It keeps it under 1 pound, so I can ship them first class and not have to charge a lot for shipping. And I sold 10 of these for $20. These have like a wood type wheel to it. But yeah, $2 a piece. That's amazing. Again, I had another box of those. I had probably 600 or 700 of them in a box, and they'll continue to sell at $20 per lot. Let's see. More hardware. Now this was a strange sale. These are leaf-shaped Keeler Brass Company drawer pulls. I sell these for 8 for $24.99, a lot of 8. Now, a lot of people say, "Well, I don't want 8." I'm like, "Well, what it's going to be worth for me to sell it? You're going to pay for if you're going to buy 1 or 2 of them. I'm not going to sell something for $5 for one item on eBay and then have to spend the time to list and ship and process all of that. So that's why I like to sell in lots of 8. Someone emailed me and said, "Hey, would you sell me 2 of them for $25 shipped?" It was kind of odd to me because shipping was only $7, so for $32 they get 8 of them. For $7 more they would get 8, but they wanted 2 for $25 shipped, so I said sure, no problem. So I sold these 2 for $25 shipped. They're going to cost me probably $2.50, $3 to ship. They weighed next to nothing, so that was a really good sale, and I've got a whole box of these. Alright, more hardware. Again, this was part of the bulk lot. This is just a solid brass thumb latch. It's a turn knob for a deadbolt, the inside of a deadbolt. This one I sold for, let's see, this one was $11.99 plus shipping. So that's pretty good. I had very little to nothing in it. and it'll ship for probably $4. It's solid, so it's a little heavier, but it'll still go for first class. And I will wrap it up. Actually, it's kind of funny. This was already wrapped up because this was a return. Someone had bought this, and it didn't fit, so they returned it. So this is a second sale on it. All right. Another piece of hardware. This was also from the bulk buy. This is a Corbin cylinder lock set. Doesn't look like much, but I sell the heck out of these things as long as you have a key. This one went for $15 plus another $5 for shipping, and it'll cost me probably $3 or $4 to ship it. But good. I mean, it takes up no space. I've got a bunch of them. I list them, and this one sold in within a week of me listing it. So I listed it as buy it now because I found that these don't really pay to sell as an auction because you may only have one person that's interested in it, and if you put it in at a $4.99 starting price, it's going to sell for $4.99 chances are. So I like to do these at a buy it now and then just let them sell. Let's see. Again, another part of the bulk buy. I had another tomato box full of these. These are zinc supports. They're Knapp and Voigt, which is a pretty good brand. They're a little bit older, so they don't sell super fast. But if you need them, it's just a little shelf bracket that that goes in, and then you put your shelf on it. Holds the shelf. There's 100 of them. These sold for. These sold for $19.99 plus $7 for shipping. These weigh 2 pounds, so I will put these in a Priority Mail padded flat rate mailer, and it'll be $7.55 for shipping. So that'll be super easy. And again, very little in these, if anything, now because those trailers were paid for within probably 3 or 4 months of me making the purchase and selling little stuff like this in lots. All right, more hardware. Now this was something that I bought individually. I bought a bunch of them, but it wasn't part of a bulk buy. I paid $3.50. This is an antique solid brass set of knobs. These are oval knobs. They're 2.75 inches long, and I paid $3.50 for them. I sold them for $27 shipped. Now these will go first class, so it'll be on the high end of first class. It'll probably cost me close to $6. I'll probably add some insurance, or I may just throw them in a padded flat rate mailer because the padded flat rate mailer, Priority Mail, includes $50 shipping. So I'm not sure exactly how I'll do it, but I'll look at the numbers and I'll probably just send them out in the Priority flat rate mailer. So I'm still at about $17 on a $3.50 investment, which is pretty good. If I could do that all day long, I'd take it. All right, more hardware. These are reproductions. Again, vintage reproduction, but reproduction all the same. These are the radial pattern drawer pulls. I sold these for 4 Sunburst, that's what I call them. I sold 4 for $22.46 shipped. Now the shipping on these will probably cost me about $4 or $5 because again they're solid brass, so they'll be on the upper end of the first class scale. But still at 23. I paid 55 cents a piece for them. So I'm in for $2.20 for all 4 of them, and I'm gonna clear close to $16 on that $2. So that's pretty good ROI. All right, let's see. So now we're gonna one more piece of hardware. This again was part of the bulk buy. This is a mortise latch set. Now there's other pieces in there. There's the escutcheons. There's all the screws and the hardware. And I thought to myself, this is how I pulled it out of the box. It was on the trailer. It was in an orange box, and I pulled it out. And I'm like, why does it have 2 different colors? Well, let me tell you, I had probably 20 of these sets. Some of them were all satin, some of them were all brass. The first ones that have sold were the ones that had 2 different colored knobs for some reason. I can't understand it. Personally, I would like both knobs to be the same color, but the ones that are selling as the ones that I have different color knobs on. And this set actually sold quite well. It sold for $55 shipped, and I'll put it in a padded flat, or in this envelope, or this mailer, bubble mailer, and then I'll put it inside of a priority mail padded flat rate mailer. And a lot of times I do that because it includes $50 insurance. I don't have to add extra insurance if I use priority mail. And the padded flat rate mailers are pretty simple. With this, you know, I'll probably wrap a little bit more bubble wrap around it just so that it stays protected. But so that's $55. I'm going to pay about $7.50 for shipping, another $5 for fees. So I easily cleared $40 on that set, which was a great profit on that. All right, so let's move into this here. This is retail arbitrage on eBay, and like the Bearded Picker says, don't do retail arbitrage for eBay. It won't work. It won't work. Leave it to the professionals. I bought this at Walmart. They were on clearance for $15. It's two 1911 BB guns. Paid $15 for them. Not a major profit, but I sold them for $40 plus shipping. They were, yeah, $40 plus shipping, and the beautiful thing about this is it'll fit right in a regional rate box A, the taller, skinnier ones. It fits right down in it. Throw a little tissue paper down in there, and it closes up, and it's good to go. So $40 minus your fees, I'm looking at probably $35, and then I paid $15 for it. So I made $20 on a $15 investment. So $20 profit. So that's pretty good. And I bought, like, I don't know, 10 of them. So this is probably the 4th or 5th one that I sold. So one listing, multiple quantities. It works out pretty well. All right, here is this is something I got at an auction. This is a LS Starrett indicating gauge. I bought this in a lot of tools. I've got literally nothing in it because it was in a box slot at an auction. It was an on-site auction. If you like auctions, I love on-site auctions. It's, you know, I love auctions in general, but on-sites are my favorite, especially if there's tools and knives and guns and stuff. Those are great. So this LS Starrett sold for $26 shipped, and that'll go in a small box because I want to protect it. So I'll wrap it up in some bubble wrap, put it in a small box, and it'll still ship first class. It'll probably ship for $3 or $4, and so that'll be a nice little profit as well. All right, I'm getting ready to blow some of your minds. Not necessarily right now, but I picked this up at a yard sale. This is I'm probably not going to say the name right, Wenger Swiss Army Military Chronograph watch. I sold this one for $69 shipped. I paid $15 for it at the Celebration yard sale in October. If you're a Disney fan, the Celebration is a little town outside of Kissimmee. And it would be for you. There's a lot of, I want to say Walt Disney built that, or not, maybe not Walt Disney, but Disney World built the town. And there's a lot of Disney employees from all over the world that that live there, that buy there. So great yard sale. I go every time that I can. But I picked it up $15 at the yard sale. Sold it for, again. So the next item. Now this is probably gonna blow your mind. It blew mine. This is a Toy Story 2 Blu-ray, 3D, DVD, and digital copy. Factory sealed, not shrink wrapped. Factory sealed. I bought these at an auction back. I believe it was Black Friday 2018. I bought these along with a bunch of other brand new DVDs for $3 a piece. I bought them as a bundle. There was, I don't know, like 12 or 13 of them in a bundle, and when I factored out my cost, it was $3 a piece. And most of them sold pretty good. This one though, this one with the slipcover is a rare copy. I have these listed for $84.99 plus $5 for shipping, or best offer. I accepted an offer of $70 on this right here. It's in mint condition, very nice. I'll package it well, and ship it out. It'll cost me a little more than the $5 for the shipping, but it'll go priority mail. I'll still clear I'll still clear $55 on this one, and I have sold them for $84.99. I've had people just buy them flat out, not even make me an offer. So very nice. You know, when you're out there, you see brand new DVDs. Look at them. You know, check them out, because you never know. This is out of print. When I did my research, I looked it up, and it said I saw in a lot of the some of the titles, it said OOP, out of print. So I guess that's what makes this one special. So, all right. Last one, last item here. Now this item, I have $0 in. So the pros and cons of being a reseller. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. GoPro, stop recording. So the pros and cons of being a reseller. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. GoPro, stop recording.